we do have to approve. We have a situation in the mall where the mall was subdivided by the mall owner, and the master deed, amended master deed, claims that the moment a mall owner subdivides and creates so many units, units cannot be subdivided anymore. It's just to control the population in the mall, and it cannot be subdivided for any purpose unless it's approved by the board. We were approached by the travel agency in the mall, and I believe her name is Farah, and she asked, yes, and she asked us to allow her to exclude her from this master deed provision and allow subdivision of her unit because of the hardship, financial hardship. And we looked at this issue, and the board discussed this issue, and I would like to have a motion.
I don't know if you want to explain the size that she originally took and what she actually
She bought,
means.
unfortunately, she bought the unit, it's big, it's about 800, 900 square feet unit. And she has a travel agency. She claims that according to federal standards, because she's issuing checks, airline tickets right now, she has to have an enclosed smaller room. And she has a room of about 600 square feet she's not using. I'm not going to go in a deep, in a long discussion, but she did not make the best deal. And the chances, if we do not allow this, we may not have another unit owner paying us. By allowing this subdivision as an exception for a period of time pending review of our attorney, I believe that we're going to be securing the incoming payments for the duration of this particular loan, for the particular approval. And when you make this motion, as long as she stays in a good standing, the moment she not in a good standing, that she loses this particular, why not? May I have a motion to approve the subdivision?
It's also up to...
He will make a motion.
I make a motion to accept Mall Unit T5, also known as M5, from restrictions and allow it to be divided for a period not to exceed 3 years for not less than 600 square feet, pending attorney's review, and as long as the unit, or she stays in good standing.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Does this mean we set a precedent now that we have to address all these requests?
We setting up a minimum, yes,
at
we
least
have to.
approve all
We
these
have to, no,
requests?
we don't
No,
have
it's
to. You can
important
pick
for
and choose, but we address there are considerations. For instance, the specifically we're speaking of the unit size 600 square feet. That's number one. Number two, we're giving a time and for particular time. We're not approving forever. We're approving for 3 years because it's reasonable to imagine that you can't obtain a lease for less than this amount of time.
One last question, legal-wise. Does it mean that we would be discriminating if the board does say no to somebody versus yes to somebody else?
I have serious doubts as to whether legally you could do what it is that you're contemplating doing. The master deed is the ultimate and supreme governing document, and I wasn't given this beforehand, but if the master deed, as I recollect, prohibits subdividing, you can't subdivide.
Pending to the board approval, and that's why there is the pending to the approval of the attorney, right?
You'll review it.
Please.
I would think,
We are approving pending your review, and if you discover that we cannot do such a thing, that's exactly the language he's adding in your motion.
I think technically it would be better to have the review before, because I don't think it's a good idea to pass a resolution approving something that is potentially illegal. I just think procedurally, the question should be answered before you vote on it.
I agree.
I don't have it on me.
Unicorn?
No. You have a copy
How
of
many
this?
do you have?
Now, then let's table this approval.
Amended or?
Amended.
Amended.
I think what you would
I
want
almost brought mine in
to
the
do,
bag.
perhaps, is postpone consideration
Well, he didn't make the motion yet, so there's nothing.
until
make a motion to
the
postpone.
attorney can't give his opinion.
We haven't voted on
We
the
haven't made a
motion yet.
motion to approve it
Oh,
yet, so
there
you don't
was
need to
no
do
motion.
anything.
There was no motion.
You don't need to make any motion.
It's not yet.
No motion
not
was
the
made,
motion,
the
I believe
motion
So
is
you could-
necessary.
could
This is not the
postpone
most.
further
There was no
consideration.
motion.
There's no motion.
Nothing was said. Okay.
No, it's not the
You
most.
can postpone further
Nothing was said.
consideration.
Nothing was said. I'm not introducing this issue. Let me